there is a bit of a list here, but a couple things I'll mention is there's RCMP, bias-free policing. So they've adopted what's called Philadelphia model. The model was originally used, as I understand it, for sort of sexual assault cases, and that particular model was then there was sort of a community committee that would be around the table that would be able to sort of look at and critique policing practices in those particular instances.
Sexual assault cases?
Yeah.
How so? How does that go?
Well, so they've taken the part of the Philadelphia model where community is able to be involved and trying it here. So I guess regardless of how they were doing it in Philadelphia, the part that I'll talk about was they took the sort of community model and the bias-free policing part. They're going to be piloting it in sort of the Preston Township, so Cherry Brook, East Preston, North Preston, Lake Loon, and what it is that they're going to be using cases that were sort of not cleared by charge, and so what that means is that a case that or unfounded, so where they're not really sure what happened, or it hasn't been cleared, it hasn't been charged, it hasn't sort of gone all the way through court. There's cases where they want to put these up for review, so they're going to create a community committee. That community committee is going to then be able to get cleared through RCMP, so they're going to get federal clearance, and then that committee is going to be reviewing RCMP cases and then being able to provide critique around the practices, the procedures, and if police have done their job the way that they were supposed to done their job. And some of the questions I've asked is, well, what if the committee actually finds that there was some sort of gross misconduct or some wrongdoing by police? And the answers back were that, they're prepared to sort of take those on, and there's policies and practices that are in place to be able to hold officers accountable. So I think it's very unique and a pilot, and if successful, they may look at trying that in other communities. So right now, what's going to happen is that they're identifying members of the committee, and then they're going to be putting them through the security clearance, and I believe the committee may be starting sometime in January. And so right now, they're identifying folks in community to actually form that committee, get them through clearance, and then start the work, I believe, in January.
Black people specifically are part of the committee?
Yep.
And so are they dealing specifically with, I'm hearing cold cases, I guess, cases that are yet to have somebody be charged or convicted. Is it specific to sexual assault cases? No. So there's, and I think specifically for this, sexual assault cases are not, there's a couple, and I'm going to say don't quote me, but certainly quote me. You're on camera.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple sort of particular charges or cases that are not going to be included in this. So I don't have that list in front of me, but I'm just, I guess, saying that for folks' interest is that there will be cases that won't be included in this particular instances, and I believe sexual assault may be one of them. But overall, the committee and community members are going to have an opportunity to look at the raw police sort of data and files. So we've been told that they're not going to edit anything. They're going to give the file as the file was, and then the community is going to have an opportunity to sort of sift through it.
So what should members of the Black or African Nova Scotia community look forward to with respect to this initiative?
Yeah, I think what there is to look forward to is that, so one, it's a pilot and it's unique, and RCMP is really opening up the books to give the community an opportunity to really critique what has happened, critique the practices, to critique every aspect of the case to ensure that police have done the job that the way that they're supposed to do their job. And I think that it's a real opportunity to see this through. I mean, we talk about the issues and understanding the challenges that Black communities have had historically here in Nova Scotia. And this is a committee, this is an opportunity to do that with RCMP in the room, and to do that with some weight behind it, where if things are found, there could be some accountability by way of RCMP. But nonetheless, it's shaping policing in the way that folks want to see that happen within the Preston Township. I believe I'll be a member of the committee, just sort of as a representative of the Justice Institute. To date, like ANSJI, we've been supporting sort of the growth of this, and as an institute, and then myself, just again as a representative, have been providing some advice in terms of how to maybe shape this and sort of recommendations for people to consider to be a part of the committee. So I believe that I will be, as a representative of ANSJI, be on the committee.
Oh, honey, we're about to get very busy up in here.